Hey everybody, it's Ed. All right, well, today, unfortunately, marks the 43rd year since the passing of Elvis Presley. It's August 16th of the year 2020. Back on August 16th of the year 1977, the unimaginable happened. We received the news about the death of Elvis. And to anybody who was around at the time, it was devastating. Young, old. If you knew who Elvis was, pretty sure that when you heard the news, it somehow had some effect on you, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Just not really a great day. But I really wasn't sure what to do with this particular video, and then I remembered that I had this. So I thought that maybe we'd go through a little bit of this, and you're saying, well, what the hell is this? Well, I'm just going to show you. It's basically the last of the photo books that the family has, but it really chronicles mostly the last times that Elvis was seen by the family. Although this picture happens to be from the Coliseum in '75, the next page is going to be Rochester in May '77, which was May 25th. And you get an idea how close we were. And actually, this was the concert that my mom received her last scarf from Elvis, which was the white signature scarf where the signature would have been around his neck and not hanging by his chest. So that was the last one. So these pictures are from Rochester. I'll show you these. Try and get it without the glare. All right, and then there's the other pictures that she has from Rochester as well. I'm not sure whose camera this was taken with. All right, we have those. And then after the show, Elvis going to the limo. And then when he was, I guess that this was the hotel. And they kind of got stuck outside. You'll see that. Yeah. All right, so it's this bottom picture. Let's see if I can get it without the glare. So you see his staff around them. You see Elvis, like, I guess, facing the door, trying to get in, but wait, is there even a door there? I can't even see. All right, but here, this is a better shot. So he actually faces the camera, greets everybody, and then they were able to get inside, and then that's him in a limo, holding the apple. I don't know. All right, and then basically when Elvis was supposed to play Nassau Coliseum, my father went by there, stopped, parked, waited for the sign to flash this, Elvis in concert, August 22nd, and took pictures. Does not look like this anymore. This was back in 1977. So, yeah, that's changed. Totally, totally different. But the fact that we have a picture of this, I find quite amazing. All right, and then we move on to that day. So this was actually the next day, August 17th. The New York Daily News, Elvis Presley dies at 42. Singer suffers heart attack. So then basically we have the initial newspaper articles. Elvis is stilled by death at 42. Heart attack claims king of rock and roll. So again, it's from the Daily News. And then Elvis Presley dies at 42. This is still the Daily News. Rock and roll in a word, Elvis. Sad day. Cover of the New York Newsday. I remember them being at our house to take pictures and do an article as well. However, our picture did not make the cover of the paper. They went with somebody else to Memphis with love, more articles. Then we're going to have, there we go with that, 75,000 mourn at Elvis's home, which is crazy. Crazy amount of people. To fans, Elvis was real gone. Hillbilly Cat. Daily News article. It's from August 19th, 77. And then pictures from the funeral from the paper. Headline, and now the legend begins. Yeah, he was already a legend. Alright, and then I'm going to get into more funeral pictures from the paper. And then this article, crowd pays tribute to, at Presley writes. Alright. And again, just more articles regarding the services. And this is the one I wanted to get to. Alright, so August 22nd, the night that Elvis was supposed to play the Nassau Coliseum, they basically opened up the parking lot and had like a vigil, if you will, or a memorial. So there were about 5,000 people that they estimated that showed up. But wait, I'm just trying to find, okay, here it is. I don't know if you can read that. It's backwards here, so I'm going to try and read it for you. It says the service was, what does it say? The service was organized by Richard Hess, Lindbergh, Long Island truck driver and former vice president of Presley Fan Club. So basically my father had organized and let people know, had found out that they would be able to do it since there was nothing going on at the Coliseum that night. They would have had the security anyway and all that other good stuff. So they allowed to open the parking lot, have people come and do a tribute or, vigil, whatever you want to call it, memorial. And so that was organized by my dad. And the way that they did it back then in 1977, before cell phones, before internet, before all that other good stuff, Twitter and all that other crap that people utilize today, it was good old making phone calls and going down to the local radio station and having it announced over the airwaves. So that's how that was done. All right, here's another article from the newspaper. This is my Uncle Jim. He's married to my father's sister, my Aunt Rita. And this is Mike Menudo. Mike, if you've watched previous videos where I did an interview with my mother and father, my father tells a story of when they were in Buffalo for the April 5th concert, 1972, which you can see parts of in the movie Elvis on Tour. My father and his friend hid in a closet and were basically listening and watching to Elvis rehearse until they got caught by Lamar, the West brothers, and I don't remember who else, and were escorted out. But this is Mike. That was the guy who was with my father at that time and did that. And then there's just a bunch of little other miscellaneous Elvis articles in here. Trying to see what else we have in here. Same thing with this. I guess this just became mostly a scrapbook for post-death. Oh, hey, I gotta block this because you can't see the address, guys. Sorry. But here we have, I want you to see it. After Elvis passed away, the thank you for your sympathy card. So this was sent to my parents' house when they were going to host the TV specials again, and Margaret was going to host them. A couple of pictures from the Coliseum from '73. Oh, man. And, yeah, I don't know. Just, again, miscellaneous articles. So again, just to reiterate for those of you who may not know, where was I when I heard that Elvis died? Well, I was 7 years old, and actually no, I just turned eight. Recently turned eight, 1977. Yep, that's correct. And yeah, so it was in my backyard, my family. I don't remember if my brother was out there or in the house. I don't remember exactly who was outside, but I do remember it was my father, myself, and my mother, definitely. We may have even had company over. Can't remember exactly. But again, our neighbor behind us, Dominic, all of a sudden called out to my father, hey Richie, did you hear? Hear what, Dominic? About Elvis. Elvis is dead. He's like, what? Elvis died. My just remember like my father just running past and going in the house and hitting on the TV, and I guess we went in after, and sure enough, that was that. So, big shock to my parents. I mean, again, I was eight. I understood that, holy cow, this guy's dead now. This stinks, and we're not going to this concert coming up. Within less than a week that we were supposed to go, and we had front row seats. So wait, I'll even show you that ticket real quick. All right, so here we have it. Nassau Coliseum, Elvis, the floor, section B, which was center stage. It was row one, and this happened to be ticket for seat number one. All right, so there we go. That was our front row ticket to a concert that never happened, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? It happens. All right, so yeah, we had that, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It was a terrible day in history, but brought us a lot of good times. He brought us a lot of good memories. He brought us a lot of great music. His vocals, his ability to put his spin on songs and make them his own. There was and never will be another like him. So I don't know what else to say, but we miss you, Elvis. And I guess like my mom said, we thought we'd be going to see you forever. Even to this day, we'd still be going, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And now here we are 43 years after his death. Essentially, at this point, he's been dead longer than he was alive, which is just amazing and really difficult to wrap my head around, but that's the reality of it. So I don't know. I appreciate everybody watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know what Elvis meant to you, or whatever you want to say. And as always, good to yourselves and good to each other, and stay safe and take care.